As an NSTP student at Xavier University, it is important that I understand the relevance of nation building, especially in today's society. To begin with, we must talk about what nation building is. From my understanding, nation building is all about actively serving our country by making significant contributions that will allow our nation to prosper. We, the Filipino youth, are the light, hope, and future of our country, and this is why it is our responsibility to take it upon ourselves to start necessary social reforms in our world today. Now, the real question is, how can we do this? One basic thing we can do to promote culture and to evoke economic growth is by always taking note to purchase locally made goods instead of the ones imported into the country. By doing this, we are able to help our local manufacturers earn profits, which in turn stimulates the regional economy as it creates job opportunities for our fellow countrymen. Another way to initiate nation building is by becoming an agent of change, which I'm sure we can remember as one of the three attitudes of a person for others that we learned in the previous lesson. Part of nation building is advocating for necessary social reforms, as I stated earlier, and being an agent of change means moving to make the changes that you want to see on your own. I can also help build my nation by participating in things like feeding programs or by educating others on our history and culture so that those after me will never forget it. Nation building can be as simple as starting with patriotism by loving our country or by actively participating in important national holidays. It's as simple as exercising our right to suffrage by carefully choosing the leaders who we want to represent our nation. Being in the digital era, we can also help build our nation by making posts about important cultural or even political matters in order to not just educate ourselves, but also to spread awareness to our followers regardless of how many they may be. Nation building starts with taking pride in being the Filipinos that we are, by loving every little detail about our history, culture, and what makes us the Philippines today. We can also help build our nation by being the voice for the minority groups like the Igorot or other ethnic groups in the Philippines by spreading awareness about what we can do to help them. Despite all of this sounding simple, we must remember that every small step counts and matters, which is why we should constantly educate ourselves and find different ways by which we can help support and build our nation. Because as potential future leaders of our economy, we need to start early and move to make the changes that we want to see in our country today.